Hey everybody, this is Taylor Phelan. My new single is Long Way Down, and this is my exclusive On With Mario Ask Anything chat. Thanks to Mario Lopez for having me on and giving me the opportunity to answer some of you guys' questions. Let's dive in here, huh? Jasmine, or Jasmine, from Laurelton asks, aside from your music, just curious, what is your type of woman, looks and personality? Well, Jasmine, I'm into exotic women, Colombians, olive skin, brown hair, shorter than me. I'm not a super tall guy, so 5 foot, perfect. I'm taller than 5 foot, by the way. I'm not 5 foot tall. I'm taller than 5 foot, but I particularly like women who are 5 foot, or a woman who is 5 foot. Mothers. A mother. I like a mother. Unfortunately, I have found a woman who meets my criteria perfectly. Thanks for that question. Val from Louisville. How does it feel to express your emotions through your songs? Well, Val, I feel like words are really limiting when you compare them to the complexities of just human emotion. And it's actually really difficult for me at least, to find the right string of words that accurately, explain how I feel or my thoughts on something. So I would say, how does it feel to express your emotions through songs? It feels really refreshing when that happens. When I am able to express myself, it's really refreshing. JC from Washington says, "Where's your favorite place to write?" I haven't written a whole lot of places. I guess. I mean, I don't know if this question is specifically asking, like, do I like to write in exotic places or cold places or whatever, but I more practically, I would say the studio. It's easy to record immediately what you've come up with. Charlie from Boston asks, what is a typical Taylor Phelan day? Oh, when I'm home, I typically wake up about 7:30. I make Amelia a bottle. If the girls are already awake, if we didn't sleep very well, if Nikki and I didn't sleep very well, they usually come into our bed for about half an hour while we, wake up. We get up. I do most of the cooking in our house, so I make breakfast. We'll eat. I'll go to work about 9:30, and then my day usually, a typical day usually looks like a bunch of emails, conference calls, maybe some design. If I'm lucky, I get to write something. And then I'm home, and we do dinner, and I hang out with the girls. We maybe go on a walk or play a game or something, watch a show, and then we're to bed. So that's a typical day. I would say that's a pretty fairly average day, and that's we try to keep a pretty healthy routine, because the atypical days are the ones that are really unpredictable and hard to gauge. So, Cass from Jamestown, who's the most famous person you've ever met? Well, I met Taylor Swift, and she's pretty famous. I would say Taylor Swift. I like Taylor Swift. Reynolds from Charlotte, what's the furthest you've been away from home? When I was a teenager, when I was like 16, 17, I spent some time in Ukraine, and that's pretty far. Liana from Atlanta asks, how did you come up with Long Way Down? Long Way Down. Long Way Down, I'm someone who I like research, and I like documentaries and learning things about what I don't know. And which we have all the information we want at our fingertips. We can search anything, so why not? but I was reading an article or something about purgatory or the equivalent of purgatory in some belief system, and I was inspired to write a song about how we as humans tend to, build, like, stack our lives up and stack things up in our lives with, like, really insignificant stuff, and feelings and thoughts and stuff. And I wanted to write a song that talked about how easy it is to just kind of live this life in the middle with little to no meaning, and at the end of it all, you're kind of waking up to the fact that you were distracted. Your life was just a big distraction. And so Long Way Down is a song about how easy it is to fall, and how long that fall is when you do finally wake up to the realization that you've just been stacking and building a tower full of nonsense. So, Erica from Tampa, if you bought a yacht, what would you name it? I would name it Sarah Jessica Parker. Or Robin Hood. Or John Stamos. Or Philip Seymour Hoffman. Or The Gilded Lady, which is from Step Brothers. Or mouth it to me. What are you thinking? Or I think those are pretty good options. I think those are pretty good options. Bob Saget. I would name it Bob Saget. Grace from Birmingham. Can you do impersonations? Not a chance, Grace. Kelly from Wilkes-Barre. Why can I not say... What is this? Wilkes-Barre. It's spelled strange. Wilkes-Barre. How many tour dates do you usually do every year? Kelly, it's like things are developing. So last year, it's constantly growing. So last year I did more dates than the year before. Last year I did about 40 some odd dates, and this year we're set to do almost double that. So